didn't know what class you're in.
All right, welcome to my final sales presentation, my final project for the Oral and Interpersonal Communications class at MATC Summer Session 2016. I have 5 people in the room. You don't have to say your names or anything, but you can. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 in his sandwich. All right, I will get started now. So a number of months ago, I was tasked with the project of trying to improve our conference room technology here at Nordic. As you all know in the room, we've had some problems in the past with mostly surrounding new technology where we have, I think, 4 to 5 different types of Nordic laptops. We're slimming that down to 1, but even when we get to 1, the Dell laptop, it has a different connector. There's 2 different connectors for connecting to conference room TVs and other conference room resources. So what we kind of end up having to do here is have like a tackle box full of connectors, cords, dongles, Dynadock, docking stations to be able to connect to different TVs in different conference rooms, and also to webcams and things like that. So coupled with that, our CS team and client team have been complaining, and our remote users have been complaining of poor audio quality on conference room calls, that when there's a number of people called into a conference line, that it can sound crackly and sound kind of bad. So if I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, that's what I was trying to do. So after looking at a number of products, from a major overhaul of our conference rooms, basically turning them all into TV studios, to something small, like we tried out these little Microsoft plugs that allowed you to wirelessly connect to TVs. They didn't quite work very well. We found something in the middle, and it's a product called Hi5, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. So what is Hi5? Hi5 is a few products in one. It's a meeting product like GoToMeeting or WebEx that will allow you to have an online or remote meeting. It's a video call service. Hi5 really excels at this, being able to have a face-to-face conversation with someone that's not in the room. And it's also a simple wireless interface for connecting to conference room TVs and conference room resources. I'm actually using Hi5 right now for this presentation, and you can see that I have no wires. It's like a magic trick going from my laptop to the TV. I walked in the room and was immediately able to connect. So that helped. This product right off the bat solves my initial problem of walking into a meeting and not knowing how to connect to a TV. Let's see. Getting into how Hi5 actually works. Hi5 is the gray box that you're seeing on top of the TV here today. I have some pictures in this PowerPoint presentation, but it is a webcam, microphone, and also connects to the audio on the TV or on the resource that you're currently using. So no needing to connect to the TV and then to the microphone and then to the webcam. It's all one device. It's connected to the Ethernet port in the back of the Hi5 device to the wall, and that's what allows you to be able to wirelessly connect to this device and connect to the TV through HDMI. To kick off a meeting, you just launch the Hi5 software and choose either video call or share screen to TV. For this meeting, I chose share screen to TV because I'm not having a remote call with anyone. You're all in the room with me. You simply enter the call name and then invite people to join the call if you'd like people to be invited to remotely join. Let's see. As a conference room product, Hi5 comes with the hardware that I mentioned here. It allows for near instant connection to conference room TVs. It has very improved audio quality. We're not running through phone lines. This is all like VoIP. I ran this in BizDev on Monday for the first time ever in a large meeting, and the call was crisp. The audio was perfect and clear once we got everybody up and running. And the video quality was excellent as well. You can see on the right there, to connect to a conference room TV, it's as easy as opening the Hi5 application, and clicking move to TV. You choose the correct TV. So I walked in here and I said Greenland, and that's the name of the conference room we're currently in. And in seconds, I was casting to this TV. If you've ever used Chromecast or something like that, it's kind of a similar concept. The tools for running a high-five meeting, it's kind of similar to WebEx or GoToMeeting, but it's got a little more modern design. You'll see that I have a number of meeting tools listed here. On the menu bar, there's camera controls, mute, share screen. There's an invite panel for inviting people to the meetings. A settings panel that would allow you to choose, if you were running the meeting just on your computer, for instance, you could choose your webcam, you could choose what audio device you wanted to use. And a big thing here is the help section. High5 has an excellent help system. If you click help, you're instantly connected to someone at the High5 team in San Francisco. They pick up within about a minute, and they'll join your call, they'll join your meeting, and it's very useful actually, especially if you're new to High5, and I'm saying how easy it is, and then you start off your meeting and it's not easy because you've never used it before. You can have help join the call, and they can see, oh, what's the problem? Why can't this remote person hear you? They can see in the background that, oh, they're just muted. They'll unmute them. So they are there to help, and it's a part of our contract that they're always available to do that. I've called into them enough that I'm on a first name basis with all the help people. They have associated smartphone applications for iOS and Android. The bonus here of the smartphone application is you can join, let's say you're traveling, you can join the meeting, see people visually on your phone. You can see the content that's being shared on your phone. I've tried it out. You can pinch to zoom in into things that are being shared. And if you don't want to use your data and you still want to join the meeting, you can just click the link for the meeting and say, send it to my phone, and it will send it to a phone call rather than joining through the app. So you can just join in an audio presence by having it hand off to your phone. Scheduling a meeting, you might be wondering how you schedule a meeting. It's going to look pretty similar if you've used Outlook, and you all have. It's just an Outlook extension that when you click join video call, it will put a link to the call in there. You see it says the link there says Patrick Olson because I neglected to put a subject in. If I put a subject line in there, it would add that subject line instead of my name for the link to the call. And then anybody that's invited to this meeting can just click that, and they're instantly into this High5 experience. I'll wrap up with some pros and cons of High5. You might be noticing some right here, but for the viewing audience, the pros, as I mentioned, easy, instant wireless connection to conference room resources, simple interface, excellent microphone quality, no more approach the tentacle for the viewing audience. That just means that you'll be able to speak without having to approach the conference room table for people to hear you. One of the big things here is that they bill by the device, and by the device I mean the gray box on top of the TV, rather than billing by the account. A lot of these other companies like WebEx or GoToMeeting or JoinMe bill by the person. So if Ryan has an account, Lainey has an account, Roni has an account, they bill by each person. High5 just bills us by the device, and then we can give an account to everyone in the company, and that's over 700 people. So there's a lot of savings there for us as well. Like I said, their help service is the best I've ever seen, and they're continuing to add new features. Right now they're working on a web-only version of this, so you wouldn't have to download the High5 application, which would be great for people who don't work at Nordic if you're inviting an outside entity to a meeting. There are some cons that I've been working on with High5. There's no phone line created until after the meeting has started. This is a big one, but I think it's also kind of a training issue because with High5 you don't really need the phone line. Especially if you're a member of the Nordic organization, you can just join by the link and get the phone line yourself. It's a little bit more of a hurdle for outside entities, mainly because of the second bullet point here, brand recognition. Everybody knows what a WebEx is, everybody knows what GoToMeeting is, or most people in business do that work remotely, but not a lot of people are going to know what High5 is. So when you say, hey, let's do a High5 meeting, they might not know what it is. So there's going to be a little explanation with this product. And camera presentation is definitely different than GoToMeeting, which we've been using up to this point. Right now, when you're sharing a screen, there's only one camera visible, and people are used to seeing 6. I've been working with High Five on this, and it seems like they might be adding this type of feature in the future, like a Google Hangouts type view, where all the cameras are at the bottom of the screen. Now, the big sell on this is that, like I said, the wireless connection to conference room resources, but the ability to give an account to every single person was kind of a tipping point for us, or a tipping factor, and a big sell for us. So when someone joins the company as a benefit of employment, we can say, you have this remote meeting software that you can use to connect to any one of your clients. And as you know, we've got people all over the country, so it's nice to be able to have them connect remotely. And in closing, High Five it's got a little ways to go, but we weren't able to find what we would call like a magic bullet, like a perfect product. And I thought that this was, and our beta testers thought that this was probably pretty close, and it's continuing to improve. So that was the decision making behind High Five, and the reason why I think we will continue to use this product moving forward. That's all. Thanks, everyone. Oh, I forgot to hit record. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.